Hi, good afternoon. My name is Staff Sergeant Martin Chivetta of the Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit, SCHIAVETTA. And thank you for coming this afternoon. When you're ready, I'll give a prepared statement and then I'll answer any questions that you may have. The families of two young men who were killed in a targeted shooting in December 2020 are continuing to look for answers in the death of their loved ones. We have identified suspects. However, we are looking for additional information from witnesses to close this case. Cody AKOAR, 20 years old, and Kuanyliet KOGALT, also 20 years old, were killed on the evening of Monday, December 28, 2020, while inside a parked vehicle located in the 1000 block of Marcombe Drive Northeast. Police located their bodies later the next morning at approximately 9:20 a.m. after we received report of a suspicious vehicle that had been left running. Upon completion of the autopsies, it was determined that both men died as a result of gunshots. We believe that the victims were targeted by someone that they knew, and now we are looking for the final pieces of the puzzle so we can lay charges in this case. We've been working tirelessly since December 2020 to bring this investigation this far, and we need people in the community to come forward to help us bring closure to Cody and Kuanyliet's families. We know that there are people out there who have information that we need. We are committed to supporting the community and families that have been impacted by this violent act. In this case, community cooperation is vital so the victims' families can find peace. Our efforts rely on strong community support as these crimes put our entire community at risk. If you have information that could help with this investigation, such as witnessing suspicious behavior before, during, or after the homicides occurred, please contact police. Even something small can have a great impact on the investigation. Also, anyone with information is asked to call police and Crime Stoppers anonymously. I'll now take any questions, please. I guess not.
No questions? Is there anything else you want to add, Martin?
Sure. We are very close to laying charges. We know that there are people in the community who have information, who may know who was with our victims the night they died, which was December 28th. We also know that the suspects are using social media to brag about their offenses, which we're also capturing, and people may have more information regarding that context. So we're encouraging anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers or the police.
How long can you estimate the car was sitting there running before it was discovered by citizens?
Almost 12 hours. Yeah. So the shooting occurred in a residential community the night before between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. It wasn't discovered until 9:20 the next morning. So already our investigators are 12 hours behind the suspects.
Can you expand on the people bragging on social media, perhaps? Can you explain?
Obviously, we live in a very technological age. Social media is used to communicate a number of information, and in this case, we believe that the suspects are bragging about their offenses in social media, and obviously we're working to capture that information, and people in the community may provide some additional context to that.
If that's the case, is this a targeted shooting?
Yes. Yeah, this was a targeted homicide. We believe it is organized crime related. We don't know the motive for the shooting, but obviously two people murdered in a residential community, and as we've seen this year with a number of shootings and homicides, we're deeply concerned about violence in our community.
So are the suspects not concerned about being apprehended if they're posting on social media, or are they just naive?
I can't speak to their motivation for doing it, but say we are closing in on them. They know that they're suspects in this homicide, and I say we need that final piece of evidence from the community to hold them accountable.
You mentioned organized crime. Do you suspect gangs or motorcycle gangs? What sort of?
I would say organized crime. The suspects are well known to police.